I am at the Del Dotto family's newest location, Piazza Del Dotto, that focuses on food and wine pairings. I am ready for the Delicacies food and wine pairing experience. Now let's go try it. I like the menu. Very nice. I am looking at the Delicacies tasting menu and everything looks absolutely amazing. Got some caviar, some lobster, some ricotta tortellini, Wagyu beef. Ooh, and you even end it with a warm spice gelato. Bring it on, Michael.
Excellent.
I could drink this rosé all day.
So this is a dish that's been inspired by Joshua Schwartz's grandmother. We cook from the heart here, even though his technique is coming from years of experience working with some of the finest chefs and restaurants in the United States. He still cooks from the soul. So here's a little pickled herring, the way that his grandmother would have prepared it. Herring is coming from Bodega Bay, so we're trying to keep everything here as local, as farm to fork as we can. On top of that pickled herring, there is this beautiful Osetra Caviar, and Osetra is a grade of caviar. This is coming from Israel, so it's imported, and it's just a step below beluga, but the finest grade of that step, and that's white sturgeon caviar. The little cream sauce there has got this beautiful champagne vinaigrette with a hint of sugar, so you get the sweetness balanced with the acidity, kind of playing off of what you find in a sparkling wine anyway. And it's just a beautiful pairing, bubbles on bubbles, sweet, sugars, all those beautiful elements come together. And of course, like any good grandmother, you're going to serve this with a Ritz cracker.
Yep.
But we are far more sophisticated than that, so that is what we call our Del Ritz. It is
Del
homemade
Ritz.
Ritz crackers.
Del Ritz, I love
Del
it.
Ritz, right? The mustard flowers are from our gardens here.
Ooh.
So we try to incorporate everything we can from the vineyards, from Napa, from California into our cuisine. And the extension of the wine here and the food is essentially one of the rarest things in food and wine pairing. Because usually you have a sommelier, you have a chef. There is very little communication sometimes. For us, our chef can reach out to a bottle of wine like he could for an element in his spice rack. So we build these dishes around the wines to showcase the wine. But we do ask you have a sip of wine, bite of food, and a sip of wine for this experience, just to see what pops out, what happens, what flavors come out. Because that's what we're trying to do here, is not just make things pair nicely, because I can do that at home, anybody can do that at home, but do something a little more magical.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what we're doing here. So this is our 2015 Piazza Del Dotto Chardonnay. We make 3 different tiers of Chardonnay at this winery. This is one of our crowd favorites. It's very classic California style, barrel fermented, but it screams of banana cream pie on the nose with a really rich, like mid-palate, almost tastes like candied pineapple.
Wow.
Really fun wine, easy to drink, and pairs nicely with anything from like a porch setting to, well, a lobster roll here. And with the lobster roll bite, it'll end up somewhat tasting like a pina colada.
Now I love the color. It's beautiful. It almost looks like the outside of Piazza Del Dotto, right?
And paired with the blue that you're wearing, it's right on the money with the whole scheme of the place.
Oh, there we go. I love it. I definitely taste the banana cream pie in there and a hint of pineapple. Those two are 2 of my favorite things. So this wine has my name written all over it. It's amazing. Oh my gosh. Too good. Cheers to the second course.
And the little crumble on top, it's garlic and Parmesan made into a tuile and then crumbled on top. And all the little But you see the cauliflower, the greens there, brassicas. It's just like the whole family of like broccoli, essentially. All from our gardens, and then lightly flash fried for a bit more texture. But dig in and enjoy with the Pinot Noir, that acidity. The fruit gets sucked up into the wine. It's a great palate cleansing dish. You'll love this wine, and you'll love this bite.
I'm excited for this. It is an honor to be here with sous chef Brendan Beyer. Thank you so much for taking the time to sit down with me today.
No problem.
So can you tell me about the culinary program here at Piazza Del Dotto?
Sure. What we try to do is highlight the bounty from the estate garden and keep things as seasonal as possible. We have a couple favorites, the lobster roll and the slider, which you have in front of you. And then we try and rotate through the other menu items, changing out our caviar course and our pasta frequently.
Great. So what's your favorite item on the Delicacies menu?
Right now, I'd have to say the first course, the caviar with pickled herring. This is probably my favorite course right now.
Great.
Yeah.
So yourself as well as your team of chefs have come from Napa Valley's finest restaurants.
Absolutely.
So can you tell me more about what it's like working with your incredible team of chefs?
Yeah, it's truly an honor to have a solid crew in the back, both Delicacies and the Popper's Kitchen up front. We work as a cohesive unit. We collaborate very well together.
Nice.
And we have utmost respect for one another's work and passion. So.
Yeah. So when pairing food and wine, how do you know what pairs well with what?
We do a lot of trial and error. We're constantly tasting and trying different wines. The family and our tasting room director will let us know what they're trying to push out on a weekly, bi-weekly basis. So that's kind of how we approach it.
What intrigued you to come over to Piazza Del Dotto?
Actually, one of my old colleagues, a sous chef at Bouchon, brought me on here and introduced me to Chef Schwartz. So the opportunity to break down whole pigs and cure meats and do this wonderful food and wine program is kind of what intrigued me.
Do you have a favorite Del Dotto wine?
I do. It would probably be our Sonoma Coast Cingale Pinot. 2010 is my favorite.
Thank you so much for sitting down with me.
Yeah, of course.
And I have had a spectacular experience
Great.
with the Delicacies tasting menu.
Awesome.
Everything's amazing. The lobster roll. Oh,
Your favorite.
It's my favorite. I can have a whole bucket of them.
Well, let me know what you think about the Pico burger. We're kind of known for that. It's one of Chef Josh's specialties. So.
Okay, I will.
Yeah.
Well, compliments to you and Josh Schwartz for creating such an incredible experience for us to enjoy here.
Anytime.
Great. Well, thanks so much.
Thank you. Thanks for coming in.
I am ready to devour this Wagyu beef burger. Looks amazing. We got some black truffle on there. Now, let's take a bite. Wagyu beef burger and Cabernet Sauvignon. Perfect pairing, perfect world. This is the perfect snack. Bouchon fries and wine. This is Grandma's Fig Newton, picked up 10 notches. Now, oh my gosh, this is heaven. Look at that gelato, it's so creamy. Oh my god. It's so good. The dessert and the wine complement each other perfectly. It's sweet, it's strong, it's bold, and it has a lot of spice in there, which I like.